Greetings, junior scientists. I'm Doc Z.
And I'm Professor B.
And I'm AD.
And today, we're here to show you how to play with magic cubes. Uh-oh. Did you break it already?
Yeah.
So, I know some of you might have gotten one of these and are wondering, what happens? Well, today we're going to talk about some of those questions, and I'm going to guide you through some few easy, simple shapes.
Okay.
You got it?
I need that.
Okay, well, let's start with the cube.
Now that we're zoomed in, you can really see the color on the outside of my cube. It's very important for you to remember the pattern on the outside. And as you're turning it around, make sure you look for 3 corners coming together. That's where you're going to open it up. I like to put my thumb on the bottom here, and then I just lift up the middle flap, and there we go. This is the crown. To put the crown back, we take the middle point and we bring it back in. Now, if it gets stuck, you can turn it around and see that this triangle just needs to be lifted up. Let's try that again and make sure that you guys get it. Hold the bottom, open up to the crown, and even to put it away, we can practice turning it around, lifting, and bringing it together. There you go. That's our first shape. Let's look at the star now. So, same thing, 3 corners coming together, lift the top flat, hold the bottom, get into the crown. From here, we want to turn it around so that we see our 2 triangles in front of us. Now, the best thing to do is to put it on the table, pull on that bottom triangle, and let the magnets do the work for you. Now, we're in the star. We're looking for our outside pattern. The outside pattern is the one that's going to bring us back to the cube. So, we'll go from 1, nice little transition to the crown, and then we close up our crown by bringing all the corners together. There you have it, we're back at the cube. You can practice doing that a couple times. Pause the video if it's going to help you. Now let's look at the hive. The hive is a little bit trickier. We still open into our crown, and we're looking for the split between these 2 triangles. But as we open up these ones, the ones in the back are going to want to open. We want to keep these ones closed, but flip the front one out. That is the beginning of the hive. We turn it to the side and do the same thing here. Flip it out. Now you might get some movement happening on the bottom. Just remember, you want to be able to see a part of your cube. We're now at our friend the mosquito, and to get out of this, we do one more flip, and here's the hive. Remembering that on this side, you will have a part of your cube. Here's your hive. Now, to get back from the hive, we push on the middle, that you see the crack there. Push on the middle, close it up, push on the middle, close it up. Let the magnets do the work. Don't force the cube. It wants to come back to its original shape. So we've got our first 3 shapes. Now it's time for the pyramid. For this one, we open up into our crown, flip over, star. And this is where you can flip your cube inside out. Remember your outside color, that's the one that you want to flip. So here we go. We're going to open it and flip. Do the same thing as we turn around. Remember where your next point is. Open and flip. We've got one more to go. You can see it on the outside. Open and flip. And here we have our pyramid. As we bring it together, we see the negative space of the triangle. Keep coming. We get 3 pyramids on the outside. And we have the beginning of another shape here in the middle. So remember, it's important to be able to get back to your main cube. So from here, we open it up and we're looking for the diamond flaps that are of a different color. These diamond flaps are not your outside color. They are the opposite side. When you flip them around, you'll see your corner appear. That's one corner. 2 corners, and 3 corners. This will bring us back to the hive. And we see our cube, bring it back, and you can come back to your cube from there. There you go. Always remember your outside pattern. That's going to help you find your way. The ball. The opposite of the cube is the ball. I'm going to go to the crown, now to the star, opening it up. Get the inside color to be turned inside out, the outside color to be turned inside out. Here we go. We're into our pyramids, and we see the beginning of our ball. A little bit like we did with the hive, we want the piece to flip out, but we want to let it come back in. Without forcing it or trying to change it, it will find its way. And we do the same thing on the next one, just helping it to come back and connect together. You can see these are the smallest triangles that we have when we look at the whole shape. They are the ones that come together on here. So to get these guys to go there, I have to flip them inside out. And now all the sides of the ball are well connected. Now from the ball, we can directly get into one of the cooler shapes. Just by squeezing it, you can make a snake. Now how did I do that? I definitely looked for the back end of my ball. So here's the ball again. Where does it open? It opens here. So I want to find the back side and squeeze it together, and I'll get my snake out of that. All right? And to get out of the snake, it's a tricky one. I see a lot of people get stuck here. You're looking for these 2 small triangles, and you want to open them up. And to get back to our cube, we're going to flip our corners back on the outside. Here they are. These 3 corners, there's a piece of my hive. Now, I'm back to the cube. There you go.
All right, and now it's time for our race. Let's see which student has learned their lesson. Is it going to be Professor B or Iggy the Jimmy? Let's see what happens here. Boys and girls, everyone, we are ready. I have my super timer to the millisecond, which I don't think we're going to need. They're going to go over seconds for sure. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay, cube's on the table.
Cube's on the
Here's the
table.
rule. You can't touch it. Hands on your hips. Oh, yes, you look handsome like that. Ready? Here we go. And it is the star. Go! Ooh, it is the Jimmy, the Iggy, Professor B. You were almost there. You were halfway there. So that's 1-0 for Iggy the Jimmy. All right, maybe the star was a little bit too hard for Professor B to start with. So we are going to go with hands on your hips. That's better. The crown. Oh, Professor B for the win, and he hit his own buzzer. Very good. Nice one. So that's 1-1 for Professor B and Iggy the Jimmy. So 1-1, our next shape is going to be the hive.
Oh, my hips right there.
That is not the hive, but you're getting there. You've got the right idea. Aha, Professor B with a 2 and another buzzer hit. Put it back into a cube. Oh, Professor B with the win.